Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Jai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Gaura Hari Bol
Jai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Gaura Hari Bol
Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Shri Radhe
Jai Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Shri Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Shri Radhe
Jai Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Shri Radhe
Jaya Laddu Gopal Laddu Gopal Laddu Gopal Jaya Laddu Gopal
Jai Laddu Gopal Laddu Gopal Laddu Gopal Jai Laddu Gopal
Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra
Jai Jagannatha Jagannatha Baladeva Jai Subhadra
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Mess around with that. You sound like you're playing it up.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Haribo, Haribo. Thank you, Gokula Priya Mataji, for leading a beautiful kirtan for us. Welcome, everyone. My name is Ishwari Radha Devi Dasi, and we welcome you to a Yoga for the Soul event. I don't know how many people here are here for the first time. If you could raise your hand. Wow, a lot of new people. So if you don't mind, please tell us your name and where did you hear about this event to come. I'll come over there if it's okay. Okay. Starting with her.
Hi everyone, my name is Vitika and I came to know about this from my very dear friend Tripti, and I look forward to coming here every time the event is there. And my parents just came from India, so I think this will be good for them and as well as for me. So good to be here.
Haribo. So she introduced you, so I'll go over here. Your name? Here.
Hi, I'm Manasa. My friend Anirudh,
He invited you here.
he invited me.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Haribo. Your name, Prabhu? You were here last time.
Yeah.
Okay. You're new.
Hi everybody, my name is Nilda. I come here because my Jeanette's friend invited me.
Haribo.
Hello, my name is Carmen Kincaid. My friend, our friend, she said, this is a nice place that you can go and see how does everybody work with yoga and all this stuff. And I say, okay, oh, I like that.
Very
so
nice.
that's why we came.
Good, very nice. Nice to see you. And I think we have new people here as well. I'm going to walk around here. Please introduce yourself and tell us
Come one
where
time,
did you-
right?
Huh?
I think they've come one time.
One time? Okay. Well, anyways, you're new to us.
Haribol, I'm Divya, Siddharth, Arjun. Yeah, we've been here once before, but we met
At the Harinam.
Yes, we met at the Harinam, and that's why we're here.
Very nice. So thank you to all the newcomers. Oh, this Prabhu is new to the event. Please introduce yourself. No, yeah. Your name? Yeah.
Hello, I'm a friend Aniruddha. My name is Arya Sadasa. I've been a member of ISKCON for years. I bought in shares for Prabhupada. Like Lakshmi Shira Prabhu, he's my god brother. And Aniruddha Prabhu invited me for the program.
Very nice to have you, Prabhu. One more person here. Are you here for the first time?
My name is Prasanna Rao, and for this group, yes, it's the first time.
Okay.
I've been attending ISKCON satsangs back in Minneapolis.
Very nice.
Since 1990 until 2010, and then moved over different places. So in Miami, this is my first.
Very nice to have you, Prabhu. So let's chant Haribol 3 times. Oh, Karthik Prabhu, you have to introduce yourself.
I'm not new to it.
It's okay, but you're new to this event.
My name is Karthik. Actually, I'm in Prabhu in my college, so I came to here know about this event. So it's my second time here.
Very nice to have you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So let's chant Haribol 3 times for all the newcomers. Haribol! 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 Thank you very much. So we begin. We're going to continue with chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Anirudh Prabhu is going to lead this next kirtan. Before he begins, just wanted to say to the newcomers that we really appreciate you taking this time and opportunity to come for this association, because this is very rare. This human form of life, first of all, is very rare. And to have association of people who follow Krishna consciousness is very rare. So thank you so much. We're going to lead now. Anirudh Prabhu. Hare Krishna. It's not on, I think.
You have to turn it on. Turn it off.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Thank you, Anirudh Prabhu, for that beautiful, lovely, transcendental Kirtan. And we want to welcome everyone. I don't know, maybe some of you came a little later, but we're gonna now go into a class. His Grace Lakshmi Narasimha Prabhu is a very dear disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And he had joined the movement back in 1972. Prabhu went to university, college, and he studied art, law, and he has been with ISKCON since 40 years and has been giving this knowledge to people in general. Not much more longer, but Prabhu has been temple president for over 40 years. Yeah, in 7 different temples all around. And we are very fortunate and blessed to have such a personality because, you know, there are Srila Prabhupada disciples all over. We just don't know about him, but we are very blessed to have His Grace Lakshmi Narasimha Prabhu with us.
And Prabhu...
Yes. What is your name again, Prabhu? Hayasa.
It means Hayagriva.
Hayagriva Prabhu. Hi, Devadas. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So, Lakshmi Narasimha Prabhu will speak about Bhagavad Gita and process of bhakti yoga. You know, what are we doing over here? What is so important about doing a practice of bhakti in this age? So first of all, I want to ask you one thing, and please, you can shout it out if you want. What is the age that we're living in? Kali Yuga. How many ages there are? Four ages. What is the first age? Satya Yuga. That's good. And then second age? Treta Yuga. And then third age? Dwapar Yuga. And Kali Yuga. This is the age that we're living in. So this age is characterized by conflicts and quarrels, where human beings are short-lived. We don't have the capacity to understand even the spiritual topics. But Krishna is so kind that he came here in this age of darkness just 500 years ago as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna is on the left here, those of you who don't know. And on the right is Srimati Radharani. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this is Radharani is his expansion. And so Krishna came here to give this Maha Mantra just 500 years ago in Navadvip, West Bengal. How many of you are here from India? Several of you. So have you ever heard of Lord Chaitanya before? You have heard? Yeah. You have heard. That's very nice. I mean, I was born in Gujarat, and I have never heard of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I've heard of Krishna and Radha and Lord Ram and all his other incarnations, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's a Channa incarnation, meaning he's a very hidden incarnation in this age. That's why a lot of people don't know, right? But those who get to know this are very fortunate, and it is only because of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Ki Jai, yes. So he brought this message here to the West because of his spiritual master gave him this instruction that you know English language. If you can go to the West and preach this message of Krishna consciousness, that'll be the success of your life. So he came here to the West for that. And we're very, very, very happy that we have this fortune of having Srila Prabhupada's books. You see that table over there? All of Srila Prabhupada, we have several Srila Prabhupada's books in there. We have Bhagavad Gita, we have Science of Self-Realization, Path of Perfection, Karma Yoga. Everything is there. So if you don't have a book for yourself or to give to others, because you know, when occasions come, birthdays, anniversaries, any occasion come, you want to give some kind of gift to someone, right? This is the topmost gift because you are spirit soul, and this person who's celebrating their so-called anniversary, birthday, and everything, they do not know. Either you can give them a material gift or you can give them this spiritual gift. Will help them revive their original consciousness, right? We are all connected with Krishna, but somehow or other, we have fallen in here in this material dark world. That's why this world is called Dukkhalayam. Like it's Mrityulok, means everything dies here. So there is cycle, right? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. So birth, death, disease, and old age. We are all running in this cycle and not even questioning once, what is my purpose in life? There are 8.4 million different species. And out of those, we have this human form. And in this human form, if you don't take the time to understand who you are and what is your connection with God and where are you headed from here, then you're no less than an animal, says Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So with that, I will let His Grace Lakshmi Narasimha Prabhu continue with this lecture. Thank you so much. And let's welcome him by chanting this Hare Krishna Mantra out loudly with your hands raised, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo.
नेट नहीं इसलिए चेक नहीं कर पाया मैं वो योगा फॉर आई डोंट नो इट्स वर्किंग
No, you have to send it to the WhatsApp group.
yeah but no network
Cartoons. Patram pushpam palam toyam. leaf, flower, fruit, and water. Krishna's not hard to please. So the title of this evening's class is God is a Yogi. In Kali Yuga, God practices yoga. And we'll explain how that is. Because everyone thinks of tight Lululemon outfits and yoga studios. First, we're going to chant a wonderful mantra that Srila Prabhupada used to chant prior to giving a class, so in that mood, in that tradition. And the significance of this song, written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, is it gives us a glimpse into the spiritual world. Does anyone want to be happy? Yeah? I see people shaking their heads. Okay. Does anyone want to be ecstatically happy? Yes. You know, there's a lot of trends that are going on nowadays, particularly in the yoga community. One of them is called ecstatic dance, where people get together and they just free-form dance. But this has been going on for thousands of years in kirtan, where we get up and we ecstatically dance. So, maybe not on this kirtan, but in another kirtan, if you feel so inclined, do not be shy, okay? This is more meditative because now we're going deep inside and trying to reconnect with our home. You know, you've been away from home for some time, you go on a trip. What's one of the last things you think of when you're on your trip? My wife always says this. This is why she always says, I can't wait to get home. We could be in Portugal or Italy or India, or she says, I really can't wait to get home. And that's our mood. We can't wait to get home. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives us a glimpse into what that home really looks like. Because the house that you live in, or the apartment, or the condo, is not your home. You see, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, truth is that which has no cessation, and illusion is that which has no duration. So think about that. Truth means cessation. Your home, I don't care how old it is, it will cease to exist. It will be broken down by the time factor or a bulldozer due to developers. Or your apartment lease will run out and your landlord will increase the rent $800 a month, which is very real here in South Florida. We had it happen to us. So this song called Jai Radha Madhava tells us about gives us a glimpse into our real home, and it makes us long for that. One cannot actually develop bhakti without the feeling of longing. That means we long. You know what longing means? Maybe the English word will escape you, but it means you really, really want it. So you long for it. So just by hearing, you know, one treatment for amnesia, you know what it is? That the person who experiences amnesia is subject to many rounds of hearing about their past, who they really are. The psychologist or a therapy group will say, do you know you are such and such and that you lived in Michigan? And trying to spark, rejuvenate, revive the memory. The principle that we are following Bhakti Yoga is we want to hear continuously about what is our home. And the more we hear about it, the potency of hearing about it is so great that it revives our memory, it wakes us up. And then we say, oh, how am I not living there? How am I not being in my home? When you're so, you may go on vacation and you have a nice condo, but man, you think about your home. Not just a place to dwell, but that place where you are situated and you feel comfortable and you feel relaxed. So the spiritual world is like that. It's our eternal position. And when we connect to it, we feel that the benefit of that connection. We feel this ecstatic connection to not only the home, but the home owner, and that is Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jamuna Gira Vanachari Jamuna Gira Vanachari Jamuna Gira Vanachari Jamuna Gira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaura Premanandi.
Hare Krishna, I just want to make one quick announcement before Prabhu starts the class. We have children over here, and Saranga Prabhu is going to take the children into the other room, so that way they can be engaged in some activity, and so we can all hear the Harikatha really nicely, attentively. Okay? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Bye, kitties. Okay, so what's the title of today's class? First question.
God is yogi.
God is a yogi. When Krishna came 5,000 years ago, he spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna and to the rest of the world. Krishna gave us the philosophy, instructions, how to perform yoga. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't show us how to perform bhakti yoga, or karma yoga, or jnana yoga, for that matter. But his principal concern was bhakti yoga. That's why he put it in the middle of the Bhagavad Gita, from chapter 7 to chapter 12. Good things are always in the middle. You know, like an Oreo cookie. Sweetness is in the middle. A good sandwich, substance is in the middle. So Krishna is the same way. He puts bhakti yoga in the middle. And he even tells, when Arjuna asks him, what is the yoga? So you're telling me so many different yoga systems here. You're mentioning so many things. And yoga technically, literally means to link up or to connect with divine, absolute truth. So Krishna tells us different ways that we can do it according to our disposition. He speaks Sankhya Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, but he really emphasizes bhakti for the soul. So Krishna was kind, or is kind. He gave us and continues to give us the Bhagavad Gita because it is extant even to today. Bhagavad Gita is even just my spiritual master's translation, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, which is called Bhagavad Gita as it is. And when they asked him, Prabhupada, why do you call it as it is? He said, because it's as Krishna spoke it. With Krishna's intention. When we speak, we have an intention, right? We say something and there's an intention behind what we say. So when Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, there was an intention. So that's why Prabhupada said, it's not my Gita, my speculation, but it is Krishna, the way Krishna spoke. So Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita for Arjuna, but that was just play. Arjuna really didn't need Bhagavad Gita. He was already convinced. But for our benefit, Arjuna chose that role of a soul that becomes bewildered, confused about my duty. Do you ever have those moments? They call them senior moments when you get to my age, but in any age, we have those moments of confusion. So Krishna spoke there, but he didn't show us exactly what he was talking about. So what did he do? He came back as a yogi, a bhakti yogi. Over 500 years ago, in West Bengal, India, Krishna came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many of you heard of that personality before? Or rather, how many of you not heard of that personality? I know most of you. Okay. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a very enigmatic personality in that when he appeared, he was splendid. He was charming. He was learned. He was charismatic. He was beautiful. He was all of these things combined. And for those who didn't know, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was, or is rather, Krishna. Krishna, when he felt he wanted the experience of Radharani. Have you heard of Radharani? Radha and Krishna, we see here. She's the penultimate of devotion. Her name literally means the best worshiper of the Supreme, the most intimate, confidential servant of Krishna. So just think of this. God wants to be a yogi, so he takes the position of the best yogi in all creation, both spiritual and material, and he assumes that mood, and he comes to this world and he shows us exactly how to be in connection with the Supreme through love and devotion. Now, if any of you have any of you ever been in love? Yeah. Okay. A few people, huh? What happened to the rest of you? When I talk about love, I mean parental, your parents, your siblings, your children, your friends. Love has many different flavors. But the experience of love is unique unto itself. So when Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to experience a special love flavor that only Radharani experiences. So what did he do? Yoga, I like this definition of yoga. Yoga is a system or discipline that affords us the opportunity, humanity, the opportunity to achieve its highest potential. I'll say that again. Yoga is a system or discipline that affords humanity the opportunity to achieve its highest potential. Now, one may say what our highest potential is a totally relevant or totally subjective, that's the word I was looking for, not relevant, subjective experience. What you consider the ultimate experience or your ultimate potential may be different from someone else. But Krishna in the Gita, he very clearly, our ultimate potential is to become in our eternal loving relationship with the Supreme. To experience that love which is selfless. Imagine that. Selfless love. That is such a far out concept, because most people have motives behind their relationships, right? Hate to say it, but there's some kind of motive. But the only motive in bhakti, in its highest realm, in its highest potential, is to please my beloved. And who is that beloved? That beloved is the Supreme Lord. So that becomes the focus of practicing bhakti. So imagine, Krishna admired that experience so much in Radharani, because Radharani, whatever Krishna wanted, she gave to Krishna. Whatever was his desire was her desire. So her love had no strings attached. And when you meditate deeply on that concept of love with no strings attached, it is liberating. It's freeing. Because when you have motive behind love, then it becomes self-centered and you actually miss the quintessential component of love. In research, scientific research, they found that it is a greater experience to give than it is to receive. There's Harvard research, Yale research, University of Michigan research. There's a whole field of happiness out there. Psychologists have gotten into researching what makes a person happy, at least in this material world. And one of the things that they found, one of the components that they found makes a person happy in this material world is the art or the act of giving more than the act of receiving. Why is that? Because that is the essence of our being. To give our love freely, no strings attached, without any self-interest or self-motivation. Just meditate on that for a second, to have that freedom of expression. Because love is two things. It's a noun and it's a verb. It's the emotion, love, but it's also the expression, love. Right? I love you. How do you prove that? You go home, your spouse is there. I love you, my dear, I love you. Wonderful. I love you, my dear, I love you. Fantastic. I love you, my dear, I love you. Incredible. Where's dinner? I love you, my dear, I love you. What's going on here? So love is actually action. It's emotion in action. The word emotion comes from motive, motivate, move. So when you say you love, there's movement behind that. And there's devotion. So this is the act of love. And it is such, as I said, such a far out concept that even the Supreme Divine Beloved wanted to experience it because he saw the absolute abandon of Radharani. There was no restriction on Radharani's love. Can you imagine that? Absolutely no restriction, no inhibition. When Radharani was displaying her love for Krishna. And Krishna was just amazed. When Krishna reciprocated with her love, you know what happened? Her love got even higher, more intense. And Krishna saw that. I'm giving her my love, but she's loving me even more. And then, so Krishna tried to reciprocate. And you know what happened? Her love grew even more. And Krishna was going, where will it end? It doesn't end. This is upward spiral of loving reciprocation between the lover and the beloved. So Krishna saw that, he said, I gotta have some of that. So 500 years ago, he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden avatar, the hidden avatar. Why is he called the hidden avatar? Because unlike various incarnations of the Supreme, the Dasavatars, Matsya, Kurma, Nrsimha, Varaha, all the various avatars that come. Actually, there's 6 categories of avatars, but unlike that, Krishna in his form of Chaitanya came and he did not want to be recognized as an avatar. He did not want to be worshipped as God. He wanted to worship God. He wanted to experience what Radharani was experiencing. He wanted to experience that love. This is absolutely an amazing concept in theology. The fact that God comes as his own servant, amazing. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us the practice of bhakti. He lived it. He was he embodied bhakti. And how did he do it? He followed the principles of bhakti. What's the first principle that Rupa Goswami tells us? A little bit before that, before we have devotion. And how do we get faith? Huh? Yeah. Sadhu Sangha. Guru Pad Ashraya. We look for a teacher. We look for someone who's experiencing it. And the best teacher is not someone who speaks lofty philosophy. Of course, that can be there. But it's someone who's actually living it. Not only talking the talk, but walking the walk. So that you can see, embodied within their life, they're actually a living example. Bhaktivinoda Thakur he says that a teacher, guru, spiritual master, can speak philosophy and be the example of that philosophy. And of the two, what's more important? The example, right? Because you see it. You may not understand lofty philosophy, but if you see it implemented in front of you, why do you think Srila Prabhupada had such an impact on us, on our hearts? Haryashva, myself, and thousands of others. We weren't fortunate like many of you who came from India and grew up with that culture, the culture of Bhagavad Gita. You know, maybe how many of your grandparents used to read Bhagavad Gita? Those of you from India. Look at that. Look at that. My grandparents didn't read Bhagavad Gita. They couldn't even say that. In fact, they couldn't even speak English. They spoke Italian. So this is the advantage of having that as a reference point. But the principle, the main principle, the first principle that we need is to see, to be inspired by example, by a person, by a teacher. And don't take me wrong, it's not only teacher, it's teachers. There's one teacher, but you can have many other teachers. It's called Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. One who will teach you, instruct, initiate you, lead you on the path. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. With the torch, I am in the darkest of ignorance, and my teacher has illuminated my path with the torchlight of knowledge. Have you ever gone for a walk in the woods and it's dark, it's really dark out, you can barely see anything. Everything turns into a creature because you really can't see. But then if you have a very powerful flashlight, something scary like that snake in the path, oh, it's not a snake, it's a rope. Out of ignorance, due to darkness, we think a rope is a snake. And then when we illuminate the path, the rope, the snake becomes, oh, it's actually a rope. Or we hear, ooh, ooh, ooh. What is that sound? You point it up in the tree. Oh, it's an owl. I'm not very good at making animal noises, but I try. So this principle, we have to first recognize that we need help. Help, I'm drowning. And once we recognize that, good example is in our history of bhakti is Sanatana Goswami. He was wealthy, he had position, he was learned. And you know what he realized? I know nothing. I'm in ignorance. And what did he do? Guru Pad Ashraya. He sought a teacher. And who was that teacher? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he said, I don't know anything. I'm bewildered. Please enlighten me. He said 3 words. You know what those 3 words are? And those 3 words indicate the beginning of human life.
Who am I?
Who am I? Those were the 3 words. And Prabhupada in his purport, in his commentary, says, those 3 words indicate the beginning of human life. Because if we're not using our human life to answer that question, then what are we doing? Eating? Any species eats. Sleeping? Every species sleeps. Mating? Every species reproduces. Defending? Every species does that. So what separates or what demonstrates human consciousness is to come to that point of asking, who am I? And then there is a follow-up question. What is my purpose? Why am I here? Why am I in this body, in this life, in this gender, in this family? I mean, the questions from that initial question, who am I, is why? You know, like a little child. We have to become childlike. Sometimes I have to say to my son, please stop asking me questions. It's one right after the other. Daddy, why is the sky blue? Daddy, why is that? Daddy, please, please stop asking me questions. Give me a break. But that's the chain reaction that has to happen from that initial question of who am I? We begin. And the only way we can enter the path that leads us back to our home is Guru Pad Ashraya. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. He sought out a teacher, Ishwara Puri, and he took instructions from Ishwara Puri. He actually told Ishwara Puri, I know nothing. I can understand nothing. And Ishwara Puri said, therefore just chant this Maha Mantra and your life will be sublime. So there's no excuse. We have no excuse. Well, I don't know the Bhagavad Gita, I've never read it. It doesn't matter. Ask that question. Ask and you shall receive. Right? My wife always says, if you don't ask, you don't know. Because I'm always a little shy. You know, I don't want to ask or disturb anybody. But if you don't ask, you don't know. So we have to put out the intention. I made that mistake by putting out that intention, and then Krishna just avalanched me. One right after the other. I couldn't escape. I remember walking, I was 21 years old in suburban New Jersey, and I came from my friend's house, and it was just like, oh man, I just keep doing the same old thing over and over again. And I remember it was very late at night, and I was on a street corner, and it was just a street light there, and I just raised my hands. I said, God, what am I doing? What am I doing here? And you know what happened after that? Then I met this lady, devotee named Mahar, at Port Authority. She gave me Prabhupada's book. And then shortly thereafter, I met another lady who was a devotee, Devi Shakti, and she gave me a Bhagavad Gita, and that was it with my material life. Once I started reading those books, and Prabhupada repeatedly said in his commentary, chant Hare Krishna, your life will become sublime. I said, I want some of that. I want sublimity. I want to be sublime. I didn't even know what the meaning of the word was, but it sounded really cool. And things were really cool in the 60s and 70s. So I thought, yeah, I want to chant, experience this. Your life will be sublime. I want a sublime life. And then I started chanting, and that was it. Party was over. Material life had ended. My friends kept saying to me, you're no fun anymore. You don't do the things that we're doing anymore. I said, no. I found something sublime. Huh? What's sublime mean? Look it up. I did. Actually, that was my thesis to graduate. The Theory of Sublimity by Edmund Burke. Did I know what it was? I don't know, but it really sounded cool. So I had to write a 60-page thesis in order to graduate on the theory of sublimity. Because it sounded so cool. So Prabhupada said, chant and your life will be sublime. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in that mood, to demonstrate to us Guru Padashraya, he first sought out a spiritual teacher. His spiritual teacher told him to chant, and your life will be sublime. And Chaitanya thought that was cool too. So he chanted, and everybody was saying, what happened to you? You're chanting now, and you're free. You seem to be free. Freed by ecstatic dancing. Did you ever have a situation where you just uninhibitedly danced? Yeah? It's freeing, right? You don't care what people are thinking. We just went to the Miami Rath Yatra, and these ladies, they were dancing and dancing, and they were the belles of the ball. Everyone was looking at these nicely dressed ladies, and they were dancing and smiling and waving. And the freedom there, the flow that was there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did that. When he chanted, he danced, and he raised his arms, and he said, Haribo! Haribo! And they say he looked like a firebrand, because he was golden in color and nearly 7 feet tall. And when he danced and he swirled and he twirled, he looked like a firebrand. And everybody was like, and not only that, he could be everywhere. When he danced at Rath Yatra, oh, there's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, there's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was everywhere, this free-flowing, golden energy of divine love. And just by seeing that, one's heart melted. Because that's one of the things of bhakti. Bhakti melts your heart. Do you know why bhakti melts your heart? Because then the heart is like butter. You know, you take butter out of the freezer or the refrigerator, and it's hard to cut. But what happens when you heat it up a little bit? It becomes soft, and then it's easy to take. So the heart is hard when we are ignoring our loving relationship with the Supreme. But bhakti heats up the heart so Krishna can come and take a scoop. Come and take your heart as if it were butter. So Guru Pad Ashraya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed us that. Chanting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that. And chanting, it's very, very, I want to read you something, if I may, because this is very interesting. Chanting is so powerful. Spiritual energy impacts you on a spiritual level, but it also impacts you on a material level. And let me read this for you. Research done by Dr. Alfred Tomatis, ENT specialist of the French Academy of Science and Medicine, found that the chanting sounds have a therapeutic effect on the body. It soothes all of our bodily systems and activates the body's natural healing process. It also plays a part in reversing heart disease. According to research done at the Cleveland University in the USA, the rhythmic tones involved in chanting creates a melodious effect in the body called the neuro-linguistic effect. The NLE effects are byproducts of the production and spreading of curative chemicals in the brain. A study by Dr. Alan Watkins, senior lecturer in neuroscience at Imperial College London, revealed that while chanting, our heart rate and blood pressure dipped to its lowest in the day. Doctors say that even listening to chants normalizes adrenaline levels, brain wave pattern, and lowers cholesterol levels. And I have a personal experience of that. In 1976, I was a brahmachari, celibate monk, and I was the temple president in Puerto Rico. So we used to chant a lot, go out in the street and chant and do ecstatic dance and all that. And this one man came up to me and he said, I'm a scientist at the University of Puerto Rico, and I'm doing this experiment on the effects of sound on the heart and the brain. Would you like to participate? And I said, sure, why not? So I went to his laboratory, and they hooked me up with all these electrodes. I looked a little like Frankenstein. And they attached all these electrodes to me, and then he said, okay, just do what you do. So I took out my bead bag, and I said, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. And then the brain wave patterns, they were able to document that. And when he, after he did the research, he said, wow, you're really calm. He said, your mind was so calm and your heart rate is so low and stable. I once went to get checked, I forget what it was, it was a physical. And the nurse there, she was doing, the blood pressure, the heart rate, and all that. And she looked at, she's doing the blood pressure and the beats per minute. And she looked at me, she said, are you alive? And I said, why? She says, it beats, you're 45.
Pulse.
Your pulse rate is 45 beats per minute. 45, she said. So now I'm older. I'm a little bit more than that. I'm about 50 to 55. It's because you get nervous when you're older. Oh my God, how many years? No. But the physiological effects of chanting. And here, I'm just reciting various studies here. I'll give you one more. No, I'll give you two more. Neuroscientist Marian Diamond from the University of California found that chanting helps block the release of stress hormones and increases immune function. It also keeps our muscles and joints flexible for a long time. The body's energy and vitality are augmented by regular chanting. Spiritual impacts the physical. And the last one, I really like this one. This was done at the VA hospital in San Diego. Mantra therapy added to PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome disorder.
Stress disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. In San Diego, the VFW hospital, by a psychologist. I forgot, used to have her name. And she broke it up into two groups. That group that had PTSD didn't do anything but took the regular medication that's there. And then she had volunteer group, she broke them up, and they chose either to chant Rama or Ave Maria. Okay? So in the study, the group that chose to chant, they experienced less symptoms of the post-traumatic stress disorder. So I just wanted to give you a little bit, because chanting is so potent. It has that effect. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in one of his prayers, who knows this prayer? Because I sometimes forget it. Cheto Darpana Bhava Mahadava Jivanam Anandam Budi Vardhanam
Sarvatma Savanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Yes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only wrote 8 prayers, and that was his first prayer. He said, chant, and your heart will be illuminated with love. Your heart will be cleansed from all unwanted things. You'll experience knowledge, transcendental knowledge. So many of these things, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, it's like cleanse the heart, cleanse the mirror of the mind. So, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, weakness of heart is gone, material desires are gone, offenses are gone, spiritual illusion. Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam, chanting removes all miseries. Does anyone want to free themselves from miseries? Or do you like your miseries? Are you so comfortable with them? No, I'll keep them for a while. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says it relieves the heart from miseries. Then he also says, Shreya Kairavya Chandrika Vitarana means that all auspiciousness means good. All goodness comes to the heart. What's a symptom of goodness coming to your heart? Because that's kind of a vague. Who can tell me what's a symptom?
Love.
Love, that's a good one.
Bliss.
Huh?
Bliss.
Bliss, okay.
Kind gratitude.
Huh?
Compassion.
Compassion. What else?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Here's a practical one. Clarity. clarity of perspective. Here's another one, knowledge. You're not made a devotee. This is what happens. It just manifests because that is your eternal being. Love and devotion is your eternal being. It's not like you're made into something that you're not. Something that you're not, that's called Maya, that which is not. When we live according to illusion, or that which is temporary, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita in terms of his definition, you live that which is temporary and invest all of your energy in the temporary. How much sense does that make? You take your hard-earned fortune and you invest it in a bankrupt company that's going bankrupt. How intelligent is that? If I was a financial advisor and I told you that, what would you think of me as a financial advisor?
You're fired.
Yeah. So bankruptcy really means old age and death. So if we invest in that, we become bankrupt. So the chanting helps us with all of these different qualities. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, practically demonstrate the life of devotion. Guru Padashraya, seek a teacher, chant, look for good association, positive association, birds of a feather flock together. Do all of these things following the example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and become a yogi, a bhakti yogi. Thank you very much.
His Grace Lakshmi Lakshmi Prabhu ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu, for a wonderful class. And now people know what is the process of advancing in bhakti yoga is to tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadikshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. One should approach a spiritual master and inquire from him submissively. And this is the way you can take to path of bhakti. So the next thing we're going to have is Aarti. Aarti is right here. There's a plate of all the different paraphernalias that's offered to the Lord in love and gratitude. So what are these things that are being offered? Is incense, ghee lamp, fan, water, flour, conch shell. So these are the earthly elements. The Lord gives it to us for free, right? So what we do in reciprocation, we offer Aarti, offer it back to Him. It's like putting, have you ever seen people go to the Ganges and they take the Ganges water and what do? Offer it back to the Ganges. Or they offer it to the sun god, but it's going back into the Ganga, right? So this is what we're going to do right now. And this process is very sublime, very blissful. We ask everyone to stand up, because during Aarti, we like to sing and dance. Because when you're happy, you sing and dance. So Rasamrita Murti Mataji is going to offer these paraphernalias, and Saranga Prabhu is going to lead the Aarti. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Eti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी मत्स्यादिष्ठधारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौरा भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासरि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौरा भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhajaman Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Bhajaman Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Bhajaman Radha Govinda Radhe Radha Govinda Radhe 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 Bhajaman Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Bhajaman Radha Govinda Radhe Radha Govinda Radhe Bhajaman Radha Govinda Radhe 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 Bhajaman Radhe 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 Govinda 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 Radhe Radhe Hari Bol 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 Sani 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 Golanga 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 Sani 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 Golanga
Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharyastuttarasata Sri Srimad His Divine Loving Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharyastuttarasata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Sri Sri Radha Govinda Dev Ki Jai Samavera Bhakta Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Jai Sri Guru Sri Gauranga Hari Hari Bo.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay. So Srinivas Prabhu is going to sing Nrsimhadev Aarti. Lord, how many people know or do not know Lord Nrsimhadev? Raise your hand. If you don't know Lord Nrsimhadev. So Lord Nrsimhadev is half man, half lion incarnation of Lord Krishna himself, who came to save Prahlad Maharaj, his devotee, who was only 5 years old. So after every Aarti, we're requested to sing Lord Nrsimhadev Aarti, okay? So we just follow along. We hear Prabhu and we follow along.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlad Lad Daine.
Prahlad Lad Daine.
Hiranyakashipo Vakshaha.
Hiranyakashipo Vakshaha.
Shilatanka Nathalaye. Ito Narsimha Parito Narsimha.
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha.
Yato Yami Tato Narsimha.
Mahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha.
Hare Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha.
Narasimho Adim Sharanam Prapate.
Narasimha Adim Sharanam Prapate.
Narasimho Adim Sharanam Prapate.
Narasimha Adim Sharanam Prapate.
Navakara Kamala Varena Kham Adbhuta Shringa Kalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Naraha जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे अद्भुत श्रृंगार
Thank you. Thank you to our Madanga players. Thank you, Srinivas Prabhu, for leading a beautiful Nashya Devarti. Haribol. So now we spoke so much and we chanted so much Hare Krishna Mahamantra, right? How many of you here do not have chanting beads to chant on? Do japa? No? You raise your hand if you don't have. On that table over there, we have some chanting beads. You can take one with you today, okay? And now we're gonna, before the prasadam, there's a prasadam prayer that we offer to the Lord. See, prasadam is a karma-free food. There's no karma attached to it, right?